Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So as you can hear, I'm very sick. But I wanted to do a video. I've been playing with art and playing around, so I thought I'd do a video for a couple people that asked about crappy journal paper. What do you do when you go to the store and you find a journal that's very inexpensive and you bring it home and the paper is very thin and it doesn't work? I've been asked that quite a bit. I'm sorry about the shadows. The sun's coming in. I can't block it. The lights. I'm a little cranky. Um, so what do? You know what I mean? You can, of course, use it. You don't have to not use it. Now, the paper's not going to be, like watercolor paper or anything, but you could throw a coat of gesso down. You can throw a coat of white paint down, or maybe you know what color you want the background to be. So you could throw a coat of that down. It will make the paper a little bit more durable. You also can throw some Mod Podge paper down, Mod Podge matte, Mod Podge whatever, to make it, a little firmer. Or a lot of people glue pages together. They just take some stick glue and they do that and they'll put pages together so they're a little thicker. It works. It's not a big deal. One of the things I do try to remember is to put scrap paper underneath. So if for whatever reason it does soak through, the worst it's going to do is get on this side. It's not going to just continue soaking through the paper. So yeah, so that is, one of the things I wanted to tell you. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys is, I don't know if you guys would be interested in these or not. I've been using them for me. I'm having a hard time drawing smaller faces. I can draw a big face and that kind of stuff, but for art journals, ATC cards, sometimes my brain just does not work that way. I don't know. I'm assuming it's probably medication and all that kind of stuff. But so I've been trying to make some templates for me to sketch and draw. So this is one of them. And let me just show you. If you just trace around, you get a kind of shaped face. Now I have this one kind of tilting this way, so, it's not as straight as she could be, but I'm just going to show you, kind of like that. I even want to, I think, a little smaller. I'm going to work on ATC size as well, because sometimes it gets hard. But then I just go on from here very lightly and put my face in half and, kind of do it half here. I do it a little bit higher because I'm just making a little folk art. So you get much more allowance for being, not always perfect. And of course you can just do, I like to kind of measure, and I love this graph paper because you can like count. Like if you use it for a sketchbook, for instance, you can count, oh, I'm using 3 squares, so you kind of know where you're at. I don't worry about that a lot of times in my journal. This is just me playing in my journal. So I like to kind of map out a little bit, not worrying how perfect, but, a little bit between the eyes. And then I'll take from here and then kind of lightly sketch my eyelid and then kind of the same underneath. And kind of off a bit because I'm off a bit today, but that's okay. Then you can put in your eye. And then kind of do your nose. And that's kind of a big nose. It's like my nose. And then your lips. But you see what I'm saying? No, that nose will drive me absolutely bananas. Banana. So I will just erase it off. Now you can see my graphite is smudging on here. I'm not worried about that. I can paint over all that. But you see, I could just do kind of that. Do my nose a little smaller. And I'm doing this quick, so, we could put in some eyebrows. You see what I'm saying? And how the face is smaller, and then you can go on with, some hair. Whatever way you want to do it. This is just quick hair. I wish I had quick hair. I don't. I have curly hair that when I leave it dry, air dry, I can't even explain to you the poodle. The Weird Al hair. I don't even know if you guys know who Weird Al is, but yeah. Okay, so you can see, kind of like sketched her out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker, and it's going to be a marker that isn't water soluble. Look at that. That isn't water soluble. It is permanent. You know, it won't smudge when it's dry. Like a Faber-Castell Sharpie. This is a Zig, but you know what I'm saying. And then I'll just go in and kind of trace. Like I said, I'm not going to really go over it too much to make it perfect. I just want to show you guys what I'm playing with and what I've been doing, because the exhaustion is real. And like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or my brain just is like shutting off lately, which is fine. Okay, so you can see, and then we have her kind of neck right there. And then I'm going to take, obviously, an eraser. And it's going to take all that pencil and graphite away. Okay. And then, of course, dust that into, or you could dust it like I'll do like this and then pick this up and throw it away when I'm done, because I might use more. Who knows with me? Okay, but you could see, then you kind of do that, and then you can see where you're at a little bit. Well, she obviously needs a little bit more hair here. You know, her part will go there. Okay, and then you can put in, I like to just start in the middle, even though it looks like she's kind of spooked. But then you can kind of make it bigger or what have you, because your pupil's always in the middle. And then go ahead, you can give her eyelids if she has them. You know what I'm saying? So you can see how easy just using this is just to get a shape. Because like I said, I kind of do crazy. So another one that I was doing was a round shape, because like for some of the folk art angels I do a very round shape. So I was kind of trying to figure out, you know, kind of what I wanted. And you can see this is right there. And like I said, I think I might even want a little smaller one. So that is all that I really wanted to show you on this today, to show you that, yes, you can use whatever you want. Oh, I know what the other thing was. Let me see if I can find it. My dog's in the way. Watch out, Bubs. I'll use this one. I'm sorry, baby dog. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting it's your art rooms, and I just stay here and play. These animals. Okay, so I just have this. My animals. I love them to death. I do. Sometimes though. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a paintbrush and I'm gonna wet it. And okay, my dog's gonna fight over that right now, so sorry. Let's go in with this color. Now you can see I'm not so like sopping wet, right? So you can see, and this is right over the gesso. So you can imagine acrylic paint will do fantastic over it as well, which is what it's made for. But like I said, I'm not going to go so sopping wet, because if I do, you know, you're going to run the risk. But you can still, look at that, you can still get some great pigment. Now there is something called ground, and it's watercolor ground, and I have to find mine. And I did make it online. I mean, I did make it in a video, I believe, once. But something I want to tell you is, at the end of this video and down below, I'm going to link one of my videos to making gesso, because I get that asked so much. So I'm going to put that on there, and then see what you guys, you know, what y'all think. And I'd like to see, you know, if you guys make it or what have you, and what you guys, you know, do with it. But I've made it. It's baby powder, paint, and glue. So, and some water if you want it. And then let's see, we want to just do a little dab in the eye area. The brush is a little too big. A little bit more water, but you see it's going on fine. And let me show you, I'll show you on the other side. You know, I obviously need a smaller brush, but you see what I'm saying? It's fine. It's, you could sit and play and do your thing. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to put more water. I'm going to pick a color. We'll pick with this blue that's already, and I'm really going to soap it up. Oh, I'm sorry. That didn't sound pleasant. And we're just going to lay it down. And I did not put gesso all around because I want to show you that it will go on that paper as well. And this is just a gessoed piece. This is a light color, so. Okay, let's pick, I'll go in with this color again. Really load up my brush. I mean, you can see there's quite a bit of water there. And another tip for you guys, which you might know, but if you're using your watercolor and you're using a palette, let it sit like overnight with its lid off so it dries real good, because it will get moldy if you keep putting it, you know, away wet. And then let's try one more color. Let's do yellow. I can't find my other paints. I gotta look. My daughter probably has them because she loves them, but they're expensive. The Kuretake ones. You know, I don't know if you're interested, but Blitzy is an art store. They bought AC Moore online as well. But Blitzy, I'll put the link down below here. Go check it out. They have watercolor, they have mixed media, sewing, acrylic paint, watercolor, stencils, stamps, jewelry making, knitting, crocheting. I mean, like every craft you could possibly think of. Bible journaling, regular journaling, all kinds of stuff. Pens, pencils, markers. Just, oh, it's great. But go check it out. I do get a little commission if you do buy something, you know, sign up. But, you know, if you get angry at that, don't use it. Just go check it out so you can see what it's like. You know, that's all. Don't be mad. All right, so you can see it's kind of like, now I'm going to dry it real quick. I'll keep that open in a minute. Let's dry it. Just so you can see. All right, you can see the water. And my dog barking, I do apologize. Let me empty this because it's going to go everywhere. I'm sorry, you can hear my dog. She's our crazy one. All right. Let me see if I can get some of this water to run. Where is my spray bottle? Okay. You know, I have to make stuff run. Come on, baby. No, Red's like, nope. All right, but you can see it's really wet. But when I turn this, you can see there nothing came through. This one's a little, let me just grab this real quick. This is a little wetter. But let me show you something that I like to do. I like to take a piece of, I'll use this one, paper, right? Whatever you got. Printer paper is very cheap. You could buy it and just lay it. But, like, let's say I'm like, okay, let me just get some of this wetness off. What I like to do then, and then I'll let that dry, and this starts a mixed media paper for me. So I'll just keep putting there. What is that noise? All that will dry and make a really cool mixed media paper. So you see, that's where we're at. And then you turn it over and you're still okay. So the gesso does help, but you can use any color laid down, white, black, whatever you want. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Just a few tips and tricks for you guys. I have one more, which I might be doing later. We'll see if the cards work out. Let me know what you think about a stencil like that. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much. Share me everywhere. I do appreciate it. And progress, not perfection. Let's play. Because that's what I love to do. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.